This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we got for you today is how Black women like playing the victim, okay? And just women in general like to play the victim card. I'm going to show you a clip of a woman doing a rant. It's about 2 minutes, to almost 3 minutes long. And she gonna trigger you because it's stupid. But then we're gonna listen to that, and then we're gonna come back and cook everything. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead. Let me share my screen. And here we go.
I'm about to go on a mini rant. So if you don't want to listen to it, then please scroll away. But I had one of my baby fathers, okay, and messaged me about my son's attendance because I added his name so that he could be a part. I get a question like, oh, why is this? This is excessive. This is ridiculous. I know I may not do anything right. Okay, I know I fail in a lot of areas. But y'all little $200, $300, $400 of child support a month don't do nothing. Nothing. Okay? It don't help me pick up the kids. It don't help me drop them off. It don't help me rest. It don't help nobody take care of the house while I'm sick. Every sickness, every illness, every time I haven't felt good, every time I was thrown up in the house, I have not had nobody else to just come in. And y'all out here with these child support mentalities. And granted, I have a love-hate relationship with the child support system. I understand that it's taxed. I understand. I don't like how they do the men as well. But let me tell you how I don't like how the men do the men. Okay? Y'all have this mentality like y'all don't have to do anything. Like it's our responsibility. You live in another state or you live somewhere else. Okay, you sleep when you want to sleep. You're tired. You come home, you take a nap. If you want to go out, if you want to do something, if you want to clean the house, everything's on your schedule. Okay, I don't have that. I have little people that dictate everything around me. Okay, you don't have to leave your job every 5 minutes because you get 15 goddamn phone calls a day from the schools. You don't have to take every break and every lunch hour that you have dealing with children and referrals and hearings and IEPs. So don't question me on what I do. You don't have to sacrifice where you live. You don't have to sacrifice what you want to do and what you aspire to give your children the best that they can possibly have. You don't have to do all of that. You don't lose sleep for days at a time, for years. What can you do? Move. Help. You go pick up the kids. You answer some phone calls from the referrals. You go talk to them. You take them out. You spend extra money for all the extra stuff that they need and go pick them up and take them to their dental appointments and to their eye exams and to their doctor's appointments and to their surgeries and to every other appointment that they have, because there's like 50 of them. And still try to work and live out your dreams. And to the men, you text me WYD one more time and I'm doing all of this stuff and you didn't get an attitude because I don't respond to you. You offer to pay one of my bills or take my kids somewhere, then we'll talk. The fuck?
I'm going to stop sharing. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay. That was weird. Anyway, you heard all of that victimhood that she just put out there. And it was women in the comment section, amen, and that foolishness, because that's what they all think. They all read from the same playbook. I don't care if she got mixed hair and she's a mixed chick or a light-skinned chick or whatever. Because if you go down that woman's timeline If you go down that woman's her TikTok, you'll see just how chaotic her whole life is. Her whole entire life is a chaos because she don't have a man in it. She has 4 children. She started off the rant talking about one of my baby fathers. You got to stop listening right there. One of your baby daddies. So then you get on here to complain about how difficult it is to be a single mother, but you a single mother 4 times over. Because in one of her other videos, she said her oldest son, which is like 17 or 18 years old, is from her marriage. She had a marriage a while back. But then she got 3 other children that are not the same. So you did that 4 times. You at minimum did it 3 times. At the first one, we can forgive because that first child happened within the confine of a marriage. The other 3 did not. So I know you're not tripping on what the men do or don't do. She's complaining about the stuff, about the consequences of the decisions that she made. So he messages her about attendance. And if you notice, she said, I added his name so he could be included. So this is about control. I added his name. I had to add his name. I'm the one with all of the kids' information, and I'm the one, you know what I'm saying, that with that I'm in control of the appointments and this and that. It's not like she report all of this stuff to the fathers. She don't report all of this stuff to the fathers. She kind of told on herself, well, you live in another state, so you moved away with the kids. Is that what it was? You moved away with these children, and now you complaining about whether or not he has input, and he's trying to have input because now that you have included him in what was going on with the child and the attendance. So that means you're really not picking up and dropping off your kid at school, because if attendance was an issue, then the child is not going to school regularly, not going to school enough to where the teachers and the staff are not contacting you about the attendance of this child. So you're not making sure that your child is in school on a regular basis. They missing too many days, in other words, or too many half days or whatever, or they late too many times. That's what schools mean when they say attendance. Your child is either late consistently, or they miss too many days, or they have too many half days when you coming to get them. That's attendance issues, and as far as schools are concerned. So your life is a rat race. Your whole life is a rat race, and you be on TikTok trying to thirst trap low key. Like it's low key thirst traps. Black women love to play the victim of their own situation. So you added the child's father to the name so that the schools can contact him. Okay, so now he's responding to that and saying, okay, well, what's actually going on here? Because if my child is not attending school, then this is not, now he's pointing out your chaos. Now he's pointing out how stuff ain't going right. He's going directly into problem solving, directly, because he see the problems. You've got a myriad of them that you just dumped in his face. So now that you dumped them in his face, now he's sorting them out. Okay, fine that you dumped them in his face, but now he's sorting them out. And say, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And you just don't want to hear it. That's why you done got on your tuffet and your soapbox to rant about that. And now you just don't want to hear how you're messing up because you admit, I know I failed in a lot of ways. And this is one of them. This is one of them. This is another way in which you fail. And all that he's trying to do is correct that stuff. He bringing it to your attention because you brought it to his. What you want him to do? Now you want to complain about the little money that he's sending you. I dare you, I double dog dare you to stop the money in. Since the money is not enough, since it don't do nothing, since that it's inconsequential one way or the other, and she's sitting there talking about, I got a love-hate relationship with child support system. I bet you won't stop the child support from happening, though. I don't like the way they do the men, so stop it. Take them off child support, and you and him work out how y'all gonna raise these kids. But you don't want to do that. I know for a fact you don't want to do that, because that little money that come in for each of them little kids, that's not nothing to sneeze at. That's not no $400. You got 3. You possibly are getting something for that oldest one as well. Because sometimes child support don't stop just because they 18 if they still living with you and stuff. Depending on where you at. So she's complaining about several things. And then she went into a rant about, do this and do that. The kids got this issue and they got that issue, and I got to see about this, and then I got to still work. And then I got to, and I got everything that happen in your life run on your schedule. I got little people that run me. That's the problem. That right there sums up the problem of single motherhood. Because when y'all don't have no man in the house, them kids run y'all. And that's not even supposed to be the dynamic. You're the parent. You're the adult. The children aren't supposed to put you on their schedule. You're supposed to put them on your schedule. So the things that's going on in your house are supposed to run on your schedule. They still supposed to do that. And the one that imposes the order, the one that puts the structure down, the one that makes sure is the husband. It's the father. It's the man of the house, the very individual that you don't want a part of it, because y'all don't like the men to be a part of the children's lives, because y'all don't want to have to raise the kids according to his standard. You don't want to have to listen when he correct you. You don't want to have to listen when he lays structure down, because he's not living in that house. So you feel like the audacity of him to try to lay structure in your house. But what you fail to realize is that his children are in your house. And if you don't like that, if you don't like the dynamic of him coming in and running things and in a place where you quote unquote pay rent, then give the children to him, and you be the gym shoe mama. You be the once in a while mama. You be the mama that call and say, "Oh, baby, what's going on? Why the kids?" You do it then. Because you ain't really doing nothing. This woman's life is cap. She getting on here talking crazy. But her whole TikTok is like, excuse me? She got her babies all on it. She's sitting around. I'm going to show you something else. She's sitting around doing, and you got to pursue your dreams. Girl, I know you lying. Because you sitting there doing what? Customer service or whatever? Let me show y'all this. Got her babies all on here. This is the type of chaos. Because see, a man would never allow his children online like this.
Real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you.
That's my exercise ball.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy.
Okay. This is the type of stuff that we talking about. And she's complaining about him. No man in your house and in your life means you don't have any order. Her life is so chaotic. It's chaotic and it's out of control. And she mad at the men that she don't want in her life, that he's not in her life to impose the control that she actually need, to impose the structure and the order and the system that she actually need in order to make her life easier. And she complaining about the hardship of it all. And then want to sit there and talk about what men don't do. Men make your life easier, because without him, it's hard, ain't it? But it wasn't that hard because you did it 4 times. And that's the part that get me. She complaining about the help he don't give from day to day, but that's what your husband's for. When you boot the men out of your life, when you boot them because you want to have control over whether or not they can see their children, or whether or what kind of input they can have, or how often they can have that input, or when they have input, or what level of input they have. When you want to be in control of that, then that's when you ask for all of that chaos and all of the so-called stress that you are under. Talking about, and you fulfill my dreams. No, not your dreams. You chose to be a single mother 3 or 4 times over. No dreams. You made your bed hard. Now you got to lay in it. And I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all victims of this stuff. When this is what you wanted to do. You made these decisions. You laid down with these men that you didn't have real relationships with, or it wasn't really going nowhere, or it ended up not going anywhere, and you decided you wanted control. Control was more important. Put him on child support was more important than having the influence and the impact of that man in that house and in that child's life. You wanted that. So getting online to complain, y'all the whiniest women. Y'all whine all the time. Y'all play victim Olympics all the time on decisions you make with the outcomes you chose. And then when you don't like the outcomes, when it get on your nerve, when you get fed up, now all of a sudden it's the men's fault that you made these decisions. And we tired of that. We tired of that. Take responsibility for the stuff that you do and the choices that you make, and suck it up, buttercup. And I'm not just talking about her. I'm talking about all the women that do that, because it's a bunch of y'all. She got me triggered with that. And the caption gonna talk about, male privilege. What male privilege? When you in control of the whole thing from top to bottom. When you made the decision to make him a father, he didn't even have no input in that. Now you want him to have all this other kind of input? Girl, bye. Bye. Knock it off. Before we sign off, I want to bring everybody's attention to the Black Lives Matter petition that we have going on. We still have that petition going on, and it is going strong, and I'm very proud of it. We are more than halfway to 10,000 signatures. So I'm very happy. We're at about 9,600 signatures, which is awesome. So if you want to be a part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable for their more than $100 million theft and misappropriation of funds, please click down in the description box, click the link to the petition, sign, share, and contribute. As well, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.